Hello, my name's Magic, and today I will be presenting on the LGBTQIA plus resources website. This site is connected to the California School for the Deaf and was created to provide helpful information, tools, and educational materials related to LGBTQIA topics. I personally chose this because I'm a part of the LGBTQIA community, and so I felt like being learning about this and then trying to experience firsthand what this website is, and then being able to teach other people what it is, uh, if it's helpful or not, which it is. Um, Spoiler alert, but it is really helpful, I will say. So I also wanted to share with you the YouTube channel. It is First Grade Class at First Grade Eagles on YouTube. They don't have many subscribers, so if you guys want to hit them up, shout out to them. And here's a link for that. That's their YouTube right there. And then there's also a link for their website down there. So it is a networking website. So it says .net networking website. So it's all free. They're not going to try to make you, pay for anything. Anyway, just wanted to make sure I add that in there. And there's a little clip from the YouTube. A little description and the mission. So the LGBTQIA Resources Plus website, I don't know why I did that, is a resource hub connected to the California School for the Deaf. Its purpose is to provide helpful information and support for students, families, and teachers, and community members. The site explains that its resources are meant to serve as a starting point for education and understanding, and it emphasizes inclusion, safety, and wellness for every student. It's got a lot on there, so much information, so many tools, lots of support. So I will say, and it's meant for everybody. They really are like, it dabbles on every subject, I'll say. All of the inclusion. It doesn't miss a beat. So when, why, and how was it established? So I went on their website and I went through their about me, their description. And the website grew out of California School for the Deaf's effort to create a safe and welcoming environment for all students. According to the site, during the 2018 to 19 school year-ish, the CSD received training and support from the Gender Spectrum Organization. In fall of 2018, the school created a gender-inclusive committee to help ensure policies and practices supporting all students. The website was designed and created by Leah Bornstein, and the site does not clearly list one exact launch date for the website itself. So I figured, it's pretty much like almost verbatim of what they said. And that's really where it is. So yeah, they have this is who created it, and it was from the California School of Deaf. So very important stuff. This website appears to be a free public resource. The site specifically mentions students, families, and community members, and also encourages teachers and families to browse its tools and materials. Anybody can get on there. It did not mention or have any sort of like membership fee, cost, or subscription. You don't have to sign up. You don't have to put your email on there. I was on there. It's free. There's nothing. They don't ask for anything from you. No. I believe there is a way to donate, and it shows the resources, but it's not specifically to them. It's just like showing links to do that. So the website's completely free, very easy to use. It's quite up to date, I will say. It's not like them older websites, it feels up to date. Tools and resources offered. This website works mainly as a resource hub rather than a membership organization. It offers many categories of information, including signs and definitions, books and magazines, LGBTQIA plus media, youth resources, family resources, legal and civil rights information. That's a very important one. Dates and events. That's also quite important because you want to get out there in the community. And a glossary of terms. So many things, if you have any questions on things and you're like, what does this mean? What does, they, them, when someone wants to be called a they, them, why, So that's on a lot of stuff's on there. It also includes a YouTube section with playlist categories that make the information easier to explore. It's very easy, I'll say. I was just browsing through the stuff on there, so it was very nice. Why this matters for sign language interpreters. This website is valuable for sign language interpreters because interpreters need more than vocabulary alone. They also need cultural understanding, context, and awareness of respectful language choices. This helps you understand, if someone was to say they, them in a conversation, you wouldn't be like, oh, maybe they said that wrong and then correct them. They're probably not, that's probably what they wanted to choose to say. So this resource can help interpreters become more informed about LGBTQIA plus identities, pronouns, and community issues. All you have to do is, you get on there if you have any questions about it. There also is a search option on there. That was very nice. It can help interpreters prepare for conversations in schools, medical settings, community programs, family meetings, and other environments where these topics may come up. The site is especially helpful because it combines written resources, educational categories, and ASL related video content. Lots of videos on there. So it was very nice, actually, I will say. Yeah. Here's a little, screenshot of their YouTube. These are a bunch of videos that they have. So understanding gender and the LGBTQIA plus acronym playlist, a whole playlist on just that right there. Gender neutrality and pronouns playlist. These are all playlists too. Like they're full. All of them had like at least 10 videos, I'll say. Family diversity playlist, transgender playlist, deaf LGBTQIA ASL poem. That's super cute. That was a little video, I'll say, amazing to watch. So, here's a screenshot from their YouTube channel section. And this page shows that the site organizes information into clear playlist categories, such as family diversity, transgender, LGBTQI plus pride and education, gender neutrality, and pronouns and ASL signs and definitions. This visual helps show that the website is not only informative, but also interactive and useful for different learning styles, anything that you want to see. So here's another example. This is another page when you go to their home page right here. So you see home, signs and definitions, books, news and magazines, media. They got youth resources, the YouTube channel, legal and civil rights, stay connected. So everything is on here. Very nice. Amazing, I will say. And in conclusion, the LGBTQIA plus resource website is a helpful and accessible educational tool. It supports inclusion, understanding by offering a wide range of resources for students, families, teachers, and community members. For sign language interpreters, this website is especially useful because it helps build both knowledge and cultural awareness, which are important for respectful and effective interpreting. And just to really throw it off right here, here's a quote that I found online that I thought was like very meaning, really stuck with me. Diversity is being invited to the party, but inclusion is being asked to dance. I hope I don't chop this up, but Verna Myers, amazing quote. That's an amazing quote. Really makes sense. I won't forget that. So I hope you learned something. Thank you so much, and have a good day.